Alrighty guys, well, welcome back. We had a bunch of issues trying to get back into the American Truck Sim here because they had an update and it messed up all my graphic settings, so I had to do a ton of work to get it to look this good. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but I think we've got it back to where it needs to be here, hopefully. Let's see, we need to get out of here. Had a nice nap here in Omaha, and now we need to head on out here. Not sure why that's now discovered when I already had it discovered, but whatever. Anyways, so welcome back guys to the Combustion Farmer YouTube channel and American Truck Sim. I think we're going to call this, call my company Combustion Trucking. So we'll have to see see how that goes, but we got a truck. We got a nice Western Star here. We are headed on out of here to go pick up a load. Hopefully it's still there by the time we get here, because I've been trying to figure out what on earth was going on with my graphics, because it was just awful. So I think we got it figured out now. Everything's looking a little bit smoother. Hopefully. Yeah, I think there's still some work that I can do, but it looked a lot better than it did, because it was very pixelated. I don't know what was going on with that, but it reset all of my graphic settings to like 0, so I don't know what was going on with that, but that was weird. But anyways, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. We're heading into Easter weekend here and decided to do some trucking as we head on downtown Omaha, I believe, is where we're heading. Finally got ourselves to Nebraska to start doing some loads and hauls, and hopefully we can start building up a company in this section of the country. But we're going to have to keep working on that and see what we can do. I believe we need to get off here. Yeah. So heading towards downtown. Yep. So heard about and watched some of the live stream of SCS obviously working on American Truck Sim road trip, where they're going to get us pickup trucks and sounds like also cars to be able to drive, which sounds really neat. But I'm obviously wondering is, do we get a smaller type company basis where, like, hey, you get a pickup truck, now you can haul some smaller trailers for people? That would be pretty neat. Or like, I think we've all seen the 3500 trucks driving around with the car trailers back and forth, different places. Obviously, like if you watch Cletus Farming, you see he's got some guys that do some of those bigger trucks, not semi trucks, but bigger trucks here, hauling some of his stuff to and fro to his different events. So just be kind of interesting to be able to see what that would kind of be like as we wait here at the light. But still, interesting stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what looks like. They definitely have Ram and Dodge potentially, so that'll be cool. But what all they put into it, and also does that then, yeah, just be interesting how that all upgrades. Like, do we upgrade the AI cars? What all gets upgraded? So it'll be interesting to see. That's for sure. So sounds cool. That's for sure. Really hoping they will get to work though and get ourselves all the way to Florida, because that's really what I'm waiting for, is to be able to rip up and down 95 and I-4 and be able to have fun doing that. But obviously we've got to wait a while before that happens. Looks like we need to take a right here. We got the nice veterans display there. That's pretty cool. Then take a left up here. Luckily there's no traffic, so making things pretty easy to get ourselves to and fro, and right into the stinking concrete barrier. Of course. Yep, now we got damage. So alright, we'll have to stop at a service center on our way to get stuff fixed, because of course we had to slam into a concrete barrier. Of course we did. I always get confused as to where we head, but we need to head this way. And should have our truck right up here, like the locomotives. Those things look sweet. Let's see here. Ah, here's our check-in. Yeah, graphics still look a little pixelated, so we'll have to double check at a different time here what we got going on with that. Let's see. Oh, there's my haul, so we can check out this. We got a nice low boy hauler there. We could go with some even bigger or smaller options. I think we'll go with one of these though. Nice low boy. Well, let's see. How high is the other one? Yeah, they're all low boys, so we'll go with this one. This looks good. Confirm and take the job. Alrighty. Get my outside cam going on here. Ooh, we also had an airplane wing there that we could have taken. That looks like that's off of the Learjet, honestly, with the whatever that thing on the edge of the wing is called. I forget what that was called. Stabilizers. I think that's the rear of the plane though. But anyways, it has an extra part on the wingy that makes it look spiky and aerodynamic. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here and see where we need to head. Alright, let's see. Get myself in the truck here. We need to take a stop and look at our map. Yep, just need to see world map here. Alright, we need to zoom on in here. So we are right here. So this is where we were. So nearest service station, because we need to get our truck fixed here. Doesn't look like there's anything. There might be one right here, so we should be able to get to Topeka. Hopefully. I don't see. Yeah, the only other places to get work done, I think, is over here. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and head on down to Topeka. Doesn't seem like we're going to have a huge issue, hopefully, but we'll find out. But yeah, there's a place right here where we can get worked on, so that'll be good. Alright, let's head on down then. But yeah, we got Easter weekend coming up, so hopefully you guys have a good weekend to get some rest in. Hopefully enjoy some church services on Sunday. And obviously we got racing coming up as well, which is going to be pretty neat for Rockingham, so can't wait to see racing happen at that track once again in the trucks and Xfinity. Truck should be, I believe tonight, depending on what my video schedule is. Should be putting this up on Friday, I think. That's what my current plan is. But yeah, we should see some cool. Well, hopefully we'll see cool racing. But I think the coolest thing is just going to be able to see the cars back at the Rock again. I think they just had a big SICK event from SICK Mag there with a bunch of drag racing stuff happening there. So that's pretty neat. So slowly getting that facility back to full operation. So that's pretty neat. I think, yeah, we're going to take a left here. Yeah, we got a check engine light, but I haven't noticed any problems, so I think we should be good. Of course, we're going to have a giant red light up here. Nope, I don't need to be in reverse. But yeah, that'll be neat to see racing back at the Rock. I do like the veterans thing. The only thing is, obviously, they haven't updated any of these with the new Space Force flags yet, as I've noticed. And so that's another thing that'll be interesting. Obviously, Florida, we got some pretty neat. Need to back up just a little bit so we're over the crosswalk. There we go. But obviously, we got the Space Force base down here. We've got Naval Air Base, multiple Naval Air Bases. One in Pensacola, obviously the famous one. But be interesting to see. Take some cool looks at trucks and around. If we can deliver any equipment or make deliveries to any of those. Also, Space Center as well. So I mean, there's a lot of different options for them to give us some really cool stuff to be able to deliver to. Obviously, all the theme parks as well. I'm kind of doubting licensing wise that they're going to be able to swing that one. So NASA seems like it would be the easiest one to get incorporated, they can kind of just make it generic, that it's like some sort of industrial spaceport type thing. They could obviously do that. But yeah, I don't think theme parks would be the easiest thing for them to get in there. Obviously, California has them, and they didn't do anything with that, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But definitely think, obviously, NASA, and obviously got military bases down here, too. Would be pretty neat. And see if there's anything they can do, like, on the beaches as well. Also, hauling all the way down to Key West. That'd be cool. Because those bridges, those things are fun. So if they can do a whole scale of all those, with all the scenery, that would be pretty neat. So, yeah, definitely can't wait until they get Florida down there. So we'll see when they get around to it. I know everybody in South Dakota. I don't think the Dakotas got any love yet. So that's kind of disappointing for all those guys. So hopefully they can speed it up a little bit. Seems like the Dakotas would be a little bit easier to do in some way, but I don't know. Seems like it. I know there's a lot of pretty scenery up there, so I have to see what they do. But yeah, definitely a lot of work ahead of them, and hopefully they keep working as hard as they can. Because as I said, Florida, want to see it. And obviously New York's going to be a headache because they're going to have to implement all those new fees and stuff that you have to do just to deliver in the city. So that's going to take some trigger work for the game mechanics to get done. So that'd be interesting as well. Also, they have to get the tolls in Florida. So we got a few good toll roads. Good toll roads. They're expensive. Oh well. Anyways, we're finally on the road. Can't tell. I think we're getting close to evening again. Always seem to get close to evening for whatever reason. I'm not sure why we are always close to evening when we start hauling, but for some reason we are. Ooh, nice rail over there. Got a nice little river and little beach area. Look kind of cool. I'm not sure what that is up in the air. Oh, birds. Good night. Yeah, there's something wrong with the graphics still, so I've got to double check what we got going on here, because there's still something a little bit off with what my graphics are doing, because it looks better, but it definitely still looks a little bit off, so I've got to double check what we got. Oh, that's cool. Got some nice cranes up there. That looked pretty neat. So we finally got out of the ooh, nice. Oh, hello. That's like a new Haulin dealership over there. That's cool. Alrighty. Taking a look at all the cool farm stuff we have. And I had some mods in this particular game save before they updated the game and messed up the mods that I had saved for a bunch of tractors and stuff. So we're going to hopefully do some tractor hauls. I know there's some base game tractors, but I had a few extra mods added on for that, so we could be hauling a lot more tractor hauls. But unfortunately, those got corrupted in the new game version. So we'll wait until hopefully the modder gets around to getting those fixed back up for us. So we will wait and see what happens there, as we are stuck in a... Dude, I hate when people do this. It's like, do you see how much space you have in front of you? There's so much space. Also, what's the... We can slow down a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be 25 right through here, so yeah. Slow down a little bit, but... Yep, there it goes. Now it's going down to 25. I do love all the detail they put into the downtown areas. It is pretty cool. But yeah, there's definitely, since the new game version, I'm having a lot of graphical popping going on. So I will have to double check what on earth is going on with my settings on my end and see if I can fix anything there. But also I think it's a new game version and everything's popping. But yeah, popcorn poppers. Haven't had popcorn in a while. That'd be kind of tasty. Alright, now we're exiting the city and we got speed going back up. Hallelujah. And we are off. Very nice. So heading back down into Kansas land. And hopefully we'll get a haul to come back up to Nebraska. Love the farm country. Looks cool. Alrighty, well, we'll just hit the road here and let the music play. See what's on the radio here.
The day was set, the sky turned gray. A man condemned to die. In Roman armor I stood by, with orders to comply. Watched him carry that wooden cross up to the hill of shame. On his brow a crown of thorns, yet he took on all the blame. I heard him speak in gentle tones, forgiving what we did. Father, forgive them, he cried out loud. In the midst of all the din, the ground did quake, the heavens wept, as darkness cloaked the land. My shield felt heavy with the weight of sacrifice at hand. Truly this was the Son of God, I cried out in despair. The righteous King upon that tree, blood-stained and hanging there. His sacrifice my heart unveiled. This truth I can't deny. Truly this was the Son of God, beneath this darkened sky. Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. Echoed through the mist, the earth that trembled, the rocks they rent. Signs we couldn't miss. Soldiers cast lots beneath his feet. I stood upon Golgotha. What was his crime I couldn't conceive. Certainly this was a righteous man. Truly this was the Son of God. I cried out in despair. The righteous King upon that tree, blood-stained and hanging there. His sacrifice my heart unveiled. This truth I can't deny. Truly this was the Son of God, beneath this darkened sky. Truly this was the Son of God. I cried out in despair. The righteous King upon that tree, blood-stained and hanging there. His sacrifice my heart unveiled. This truth I can't deny. Truly this was the Son of God, beneath this darkened sky.
Alright guys, looking at the map, we are almost where we need to be. And luckily there is a repair station out here, so that's good. Yeah, so just 8 miles away from where we need to be. And we can get this load dropped off here. Also, we need to fill up on gas, it looks like. Yeah, we'll get the diesel tank filled back up, because we're a little bit on the low side. And we're also going to get that damage repaired, hopefully here as well. Should be straight ahead here, and then we gotta take a right, and then we gotta go get the truck repaired. That's down the road, it's a little way. Luckily we got a nice little sleep area here as well, so that'll be good. Look down for the night and be ready for the next haul. Yeah, Going into Hitachi here. Right, looks like we're gonna go straight in, I would imagine. Nice Hitachi dealership, looks good. And we are straight ahead here. Just gotta pull in. Awesome. Pull in a little bit further and should be perfect. We can drop it right on off. Alright, luckily we arrived on time and everything. Got ourselves a nice little payout. Go ahead and look at what we got on the market for Topeka. 11,000 will take cars right on back from whence we came. I'm good with that. Go ahead and set the GPS for that. Alrighty. Get ourselves out of the museum here. Yeah, they got some nice stuff here at the Hitachi dealership. Implements, tools, looks good. Nice. Let's see if we can get ourselves out of here. There we go. Alright, we need to go to... Alright, so the place we need to go is right to the right anyways. That's good. And start rolling here. So just down the roadway is where we can get our truck repaired. So that's where we're going to head, and we need to find a diesel station too, which... at the moment I don't see. Yeah, we're going to be right to the left here. I think, yeah, we got this right here. Good. Take it right on to the right and see if we can get some late night service done here real quick. Alright, I got the truck repaired, so we need to loop on out of here and get to where we need to go. Oh, we got the truck all nice and covered up for the night. That's interesting. Wonder what the story is behind that. We gotta find ourselves a gas station. So let me look back up further on the way. Okay, there's a gas station back where we're heading, so we should be good on gas to get to there. Hopefully. Alright. I was thinking about taking a nap. I was like, nope, let's go ahead and get this hauled right back on to Omaha, where we're currently setting up base. That way we are ready to go. Ooh, nice Ace Hardware over there. Very nice. Alright, so we'll get ourselves back on the road here and back home. That's the plan. Hopefully a gas station stop on the way. So we will see you guys there, hopefully, in a bit, as we go back to time-lapse with some music. Yeah. Guys, gas gotten, and now we gotta get ourselves out of here. Ooh, got a nice Case IH Potts trailer coming through. Gotta get ourselves looped all the way back out of here as everyone's waiting for gas. What a gas station open tonight. Excuse me, gotta take a wide turn, excuse me. Way out. There we go. Alright, back on the road. Got all the trucks hauling already, trying to get to their deliveries already this morning. And we are back on the road, full gas tank, so we should be good to get all the way back to home. Yeah, it's an expensive gas tank, but cheaper than some places. Oh, that was a pretty classic. Very nice, pretty classic that just went by. That was cool. Alrighty, so back on the road, heading back to where we need to be. So we're going straight over and not going anywhere else. Very good. Alrighty, well, we'll get the radio turned back on and keep going here.
Alas, and did my Savior bleed, and did my dear Lord die? Would he devote that sacred head for a sinner such as I? At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Was it for crimes that I have done? He groaned upon the tree. Amazing pity, grace unknown, and love beyond degree. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Well, might the sun in darkness hide and shut its glories in, when God the mighty maker died for his own creature's sin? At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight now, and now I am happy all the day. Oh, but drops of tears can ne'er repay the debt of love I owe. Here, Lord, I give myself away, 'tis all that I can do. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight now, and now I am happy all the day.
Well, we're almost back to where we need to be, guys, but rain has started to fall, apparently. My wiper's not working, so we're gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, we've got a decent downpour coming down, that's for sure. There we go. Finally got them to work. That looks much better. Very nice. Alright, continue to wait here, put my head out the window. It's right out there. Gonna look forward to being home. Alright, let's get this truck on the way here. So we got it right. We actually got left, and then we got follow this road around to the left again. Looks like what we got. Righty. Then we're gonna be taking this right, and then it should be on the right. Alrighty. Good, good, good. We got a nice RV place. Apparently that's where we're taking this stuff. Looks like it. Let's see here. Yep. Yep, hello car. Easy. I believe we have entrance right back here in the back. Yep, luckily we do. And it looks like we got, yep, right here. Perfect. Pull right on in. And there we are. We got it delivered. Sweet. Alright, taking that look, it took a lot less to get this stuff to where it needed to go, which is nice. Got some nice XP and another nice payout as well. So we'll go ahead and check and see what's going on with the market and see what else we got. Ooh, hello. AutoZone, we got some yard trucks, we got a stumper, we got transformer, we got a wheel loader that needs to go up to Norfolk. That's a decent payout. Taking a look here, we got gypsum, fertilizer. Ooh, fertilizer. Taking that all the way down to Oklahoma. Good night, that's a long drive. Smithfield. What else we got? Omaha to Kobe. Construction equipment. Oh, we got pickups. Oh, a pickup truck we got to take down to Junction City. There's a few different options, that's for sure. We'll have to look at that a little bit later. We got trees that we could take as well. But anyways, there's jobs, that's for sure. So we will have to take a look at that. But right now, I could use some supper, and I could also use a little bit of sleep. So we're going to head on out from there as we get ourselves pulled out of this very, very cool looking place. I like the off-road vehicles over there as well. Anyways, guys, that's it for us today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's American Truck Simulator video, and we will continue hauling as long as we can. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys here next time. Bye-bye.
I'm trucking right along.